the way the technology screens. Man, you know, I try my hardest to try to avoid this stuff at the end of the day. I really do. And like I said, this guy happens to be one of the biggest scammers I have ever seen in my lifetime. I've seen people commit all kinds of scams in the timeline I've been in business, but this guy right here is unfreaking believable. The amount of evidence going through his videos, his own videos, and just seeing the mountain loads of scams and just deception and fraud on a level that I've never seen. This is a fellow by the name of, full name is Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who has a channel, CROWS1176. Dude, I mean, you just got no shame in your game at all. You just rob people on every level you could possibly think of. If I spend 6 months going through your videos, I wouldn't be surprised the stuff that we would dig up on your videos. And mind you, we take these videos, we take them to forum sites, we let people look through them, and people have been coming back and just, they've been going in on him because this guy is the biggest scammer I've ever seen. The Network Gray 773 scam, the Frankenstein scam. Now we got the ambient light environments that are so freaking fake, it's not even funny. Man, there's demonstrations of you literally in the 360 wraparound of your apartment where I can go around and see you deliberately blocking window light coming in to make contact with the screen. Demonstrations where you are deleting videos off your account, catching you to delete videos off your account, products matching house paint on every level you can possibly think of. It's just no end to this fellow at the end of the day. And every time we open up one Pandora's box, another one opens up. And I'm thinking like, gee whiz, are you kidding me? This is supposed to be an ambient light environment. Let me explain something to you. For people who sit there and say, oh, my product's on ambient light rejection, that's a cop-out plea for them. If they get busted or caught, if their products are basically put in a well-lit environment and it washes out and fade, they will plead the fifth and say, hey, look, I never said blah, 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 blah. We heard that already where he sat there on camera and said, I never said, and there's a video clearly stating that you did say. But that's the problem. The problem we have here is that anytime you show up in an environment with any light in the environment, you have already made claim that your screen is designed to be used in a fully lit environment or a well-lit environment or some kind of lit environment. You have made that claim. Now, if you did demonstrations where they were constantly always in the dark, always in the dark, always in the dark, and we didn't see demonstrations like this, this would clearly tell us at the end of the day, okay, that's a product definitely made probably for a dedicated theater room because there's no lights in the demonstrations at all. It's always in the dark. That's what you would say. But from you doing these videos, you were giving out miscommunication and wrongful information to your customers. On your website, it says your product is not ambient light projection. On some of your videos, you're saying it is. On some of your videos, you're saying it's not. And then you have these freaking stupid videos at the end of the day, which, again, what is this? Because if this is what you're showing that your screen's taking in light, you were doing so much light blocking in this demonstration, it's not even funny. Number one, the door. Look at the roof at the top. See right there? See right there on the top? If there was a lot of light coming through, all this would be illuminated. See right back here? All that would be illuminated from the door. There's nothing really coming in because he has a huge porch over top that blocks a ton of that light coming through. If you look at the window, he has that window blocked, that window blocked, that window's blocked, and this is the only window on the side that he has light coming through, and he's got the blinds halfway shut. And this is supposed to be this is a projection screen test, Metallica, Crows, mix, or whites. I guess a white screen. Do you see the max out zone on where we do demonstrations? So let me get this straight. Where we test screens at and all that light compared to this. That's pretty bad. That's so bad on so many levels. Let me talk to Crow's customers here. Now, I know y'all don't want to hear this. At the end of the day, we don't care. The bottom line is this video is going to go everywhere at the end of the day. It doesn't just land here on YouTube. We actually jumped this everywhere. And now we got people coming in and dumping our videos and doing their own thing with them. Knock yourself out. So, either way, it's going to be addressed, whether you like it or not. And the reason why it has to be addressed because you purchased something It's not your fault. Number one, not blaming you. It's not your fault. Some of y'all at the end of the day, we're not going to laugh at you or none of that. We're not going to call you this. We're not going to do that. Because some of y'all are buying for the first time. It's the same time when somebody buys a projector for the first time. They don't know at the end of the day that that projector sitting over there the size of a VCR tape is basically can do 1,500 lumens or not. They don't know that. It's their first time buying. First time buying. And that's what we got to apologize for calling you guys idiots and stupid. We do apologize for that when I was wrong. But instead of you doing that, I should be educating you and showing you what you should be looking for. So that way, and you can question us. Hey, feel free. Question me anytime you want. I got no problem. I got no problem. I can back my work. But when you come across videos like this, you need to question it. Don't get caught up in what they're saying at the end of the day with that silk snake tongue. Don't get caught up in that. Listen and watch. Anytime you're watching a screen, the background of the screen tells the whole story on how much light is being hitting the screen at the end of the day. If you got dark little corners, dark little pockets, and that's what you're seeing, if you can't barely make out objects and you got shadows casting left and right, that clearly is telling you there's not enough light in the environment that they're faking the demonstration. If you can see LED lights pushing out from the side of the screen that are illuminating quite well without being canceled out with the light in the environment, that's another red flag. If the person has to get up and walk over to the screen to show you the contrast level, that is a major red flag, because again, at 12 and 13 feet or where you're going to be sitting at, if you got to get up from your chair to walk over to see a contrast level, that's bad. Same thing with color. That's also bad. If you're watching demonstrations where the person is showing you a somewhat well-lit environment and there's nothing but color, there's no star fill, no contrast, nothing being displayed, but contrast levels are only being displayed in dark environments, that's a bad sign. If there's not enough projector swap outs, if you're seeing the same projector in every demonstration, we do projector swap outs all the time on our machines. If you're not seeing that in the demonstration, that is also another bad sign. It means they're using the projector as a crutch projector, like, you know, a woman's pair of shoes that she likes those particular shoes besides all the other ones. Same scenario. But let's look at this real quick. So I had to swing this around because I had to look at this real quick. This is supposed to be a white surface, and this is his product. That's not good. That ain't much of a difference right there. I gotta take this. We got this at speed. It's slowly put it in normal. So that's the difference between a white surface. I hope that screen's not white, because he should be showing a bigger difference in that. I'm not seeing a difference here. Literally, all his videos are coming out the same way. Whatever screen we pull up, they all match the same thing. There's no light in the environment, dude, because your wall's dark on that side, and that window, that door light's not pushing anything in. I gotta hear this nonsense. I gotta bring me a speaker up here. I gotta hear this. The white screen, his screen is matching perfectly. I gotta bring a speaker up. I gotta hear this. How is he explaining this one? More lies. More lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Oh, we do have speakers hooked up to this. What am I doing? Oh, Mother George. I carried it all the way upstairs for nothing. I got speakers in here. Man.
Hey guys, it's CROWS1176. A subscriber of mine was suggesting to test out white screen versus my old mix versus the new mix. So that's the flat white, bright white that I have, that I used to use. I used to have my projector, and that's the color. Okay, so that's the white, that's my old mix here, and this is the new one, okay? So, if you want to test it with doors open, as you can see the doors are open back there, or windows are open. There's a lot of light coming in here.
No,
So,
windows are closed.
Okay, close, and see if you can see a difference. So, this is my old one. The white close, and see if you can see the doors are open back there, or windows are open.
Windows aren't open. And he clearly said in the demonstration, we need to get close so we can see a difference. So, I told you that with his products, you have to literally be on top of the screen to see a small margin of a difference, but it isn't much at all. As we go back and we show you more and more of these demonstrations, you will notice that more and more all the screens are looking exactly the same. But I just sat there and said, if a person has to sit that close to the screen to show you the difference, that's a bad sign. And he clearly said it in the demonstration. Listen.
Okay. There's a lot of light coming in here. So, I'll get close and see if you can see a difference. So, this is my old one. The white one is just kind of like too bright, no detail whatsoever. You could tell the difference in my old one here. And in the new one, you could tell the difference, which it has detail plus bright. I don't know, I don't have a good camera, guys, sorry, but I could tell the difference. And as you can see here, this one works really good. My old mix works really good under a lot of lighting. This one, my new one.
Remind you how he keeps saying under a lot of lighting. These windows are blocked in the back and the door barely is showing any light at all, but under a lot of lighting. Okay.
Works okay, but it works better under a dark room, which most of the people aren't going to be watching TV with all their lights on. So, I mean, what I'm saying is, it works good with a little bit of light, or in dark places it works really good and it's bright and it's detailed and all the colors pop better than this one. Okay, so for somebody.
So, to his customers, he said, not a lot of people are going to be watching TV with their lights on. Yeah, people are going to be watching TV with their lights on. That screen's going to have to do the same thing. This is where I first started telling you signs right there. You can pick up that paint is going to have some issues. Not only that, it's matching quite well with all the other ones. They're all blending in. And the white screen isn't too far off. It's just picking up a higher white level. You should have did some color demonstrations on that. And you should have did some contrast levels and some white snow levels would have been nice to you'll see also too on there, but we're not going to get that from this. This is going to be all we're going to see.
Reason, I don't know. That's my opinion. The white one, I mean, as you can see. Look at the greens over there. Look at the greens right here. See? No comparison. Good. All right. We'll put another video, hopefully. See if the
Actually, right here, this is the white screen. So the white screen is actually pulling a much more natural color. Your screen is coming in too dirty right here. Right there. It's coming in too dirty. You know why? because the screen he has black and white paint in it. Black and white paint has the same reaction. You have to have something there to be able to heighten the color, and heighten the white levels. And that's the issue that he's having. That's the reason why we take white sheets of paper and we stick it against the screen and we show a snowstorm. Our screens don't have that dark look to it at all, period. They may be a little bit darker, a little bit darker than the white surface, but nothing where you're going to see traces of gray and it coming up like that. No, that's all. Black and white paint does that. We know because we used to make this stuff back in the day, and that's one of the problems. You know, at that particular time, people didn't really think about it, but now today it's different. But what's most disturbing is the fact that this is supposed to be his screen paint product, and this is supposed to be his screen paint product. These are two different products as he's claiming to be, and they both look exactly the same. The only difference I'm seeing is the white screen, because that's producing a much higher and more natural color. See? Told you.
So there you go. As you can tell, the bead is going to move. There you go. So again, white, old mix, new mix.
Now, where you made your mistake in the video, you said customer, which means you're selling this product already. When we do the demonstration, we say test demonstration. We never mention a customer, sale, nothing. We say it's not available. At the bottom of the description, you would say that that this product is not available. All product underneath this technology is NA. We can't give you anything or any information, and we can't even mention customers because it's not even ready to be launched yet. In order for a product to get a label on one of those containers, they have to go through tests. So, but eventually you sat there and said customer requested, which means you sold this product already. And from what I'm seeing here, the white screen is performing better than your product. You know what a white screen looks like next to a black screen? It doesn't pick up anything. It comes up as a blind spot. All you see when you look at it, you just see this washed out faded image. It doesn't pick up color, it doesn't pick up contrast or nothing. That white screen is outperforming your product. That's not good. That's extremely bad. It shows us, when watching that demonstration, that the white screen is better than your product. Your product can't register white light. That's what's happening.
And the windows are open, the door is open. Now, let me close them real quick.
Now you have to close it. You know why? The screen's having that issue. That's why. And there's nothing really open. There is one window halfway open, half of that's covered with half of the blinds, and the door wasn't showing anything. So if that little bit of light disrupted that screen that badly, can you imagine it downstairs, a max out zone? Oh yeah, it wouldn't go well. Now, to CROWS customers, you see this? You see how well and how bright that looks? Do you see this right here? Do you see both of these products matching? When you see something like this, when you see both products are matching, this is a bad sign. This tells you at the end of the day that the product is off by this and this. Can you imagine when you come into your house to paint your living room walls and I say, okay, look, we got two paints here. This one here is going to cost you $4,000. And this one on the other end is going to cost you $5. Do you see a difference in either one of those? So which one are you going to pay for? Are you going to pay me, the painter, $4,000 to sit there and paint your living room this color? Or are you going to get $5 to do it yourself on that color? That's what he's been doing to you the entire time, every time you bought paint from him. This is why people make the comment about selling you bridges in Brooklyn.
for some reason, I don't know. That's my opinion.
You see a difference? There's no difference. Just like the Network Gray 773, there was no difference. He's been doing the same thing in every single video since the beginning. And he's been doing this stuff. This is how far along you guys have been getting scammed. Meanwhile, you see the screen up here? It looks fantastic. It's a white screen, which costs cheaper than these two down here.
The white one, I mean, it's just, as you can see. Look at the greens over there. Look at the greens right here. See? There's no comparison. Cool. All right. We'll put another video, hopefully. See if it changes your mind.
You hear the drop in confidence. Hopefully it changes your mind, because even he knew when watching the demonstration that his product's really not showing any change. Now keep in mind, I know you're staring at the screen up here that's brighter, right? But I want you to keep your eye on this section and this section, because these are supposed to be two different screen paints and they look exactly the same.
So there you go. As you can tell, the bead is going to move. There you go.
Sorry, having breakfast. Dry check cereals. That's pretty bad. That's really bad.
So again, white, old mix, new mix.
And that's a white screen. So consider the fact that the white screen isn't that far off from his products, which means you just go out and buy yourself a white screen and be done with it. Where the two mixes he have here look exactly the same.
And the windows are open, the door is open. Now, let me close them real quick. And you can see the difference. Alright, so this is with a little bit of light coming in, but it's actually a little bit, you can see. Light coming in.
Both of your two different screens that you have here look exactly the same, and you're not too far off from the white screen. The white screen is still showing a brighter image, but on top of that, it's very close to your screen. It should never be that close, especially a white screen. Wow.
So that's the white,
That's not bad.
old, new. Look at the new now. It just had better detail.
Yeah, sure. My goodness. The line is so bad. Really so bad. That's really bad, people. Come on. That is really bad.
New. Look at the new now. It just had.
The same detail you have here is the same detail you have here. It's the same detail you have here and here. Look at the individual hairs on the bumblebee at the end of the day. This is part of the white screen right here. What are you talking about? You're talking about this particular detail right in here? This is what you're talking about? Well, guess what? Over here, you got part of the white screen. You can see the detail right here. You can see the individual hairs right there. Man, it's a shame, people. It's a shame. I feel sorry. This is why we got the 38. This is why. This nonsense. Oh, my goodness, man.
Have better detail here.
All right, so better detail here. What is going on here? Because right here, the greens are actually higher here, but right here, they're darker here. This has a more natural color to it. This one doesn't have a natural color. It's dark. You can see the strip right across here.
My old paint is awesome though. but I just like the new one more, better.
See how it's dark right here? Look how much lighter. This is the white screen right here. So literally a white screen is better than both of these. And the two products he's talking about, the old and new, look exactly the same. They're pulling at the same dirty level. And now you can't tell one from the other. Can't tell one from the other. They're all blended now. They all look the same. The thing is that, again, when you use these high-end projectors, right, in these dark environments, and you guys get all, oh, look at that, look at the color. Yeah, again, you're being bamboozled. All that stuff blends in together. That's why we showed you the customer who, in the fully lit, somewhat fully lit environment on the long throw projector, it didn't look the same way as he had it on the P2 in the dark environment. And then look at this. You got the white screen blending in. You got the two mixers that look exactly the same. You could just save some money. Just painted your wall white.
All right, well, Jay Franco, there you go. There's your video. Hopefully, this could actually,
Yeah, this is a customer who requested for him to do this demonstration. So G. Franco, which is probably many years old, literally, you bought a product based on that demonstration right there. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. In fact, if you did see the demonstration, he does have some common sense. He would sit there and file a complaint. You could have literally did the same thing by just painting your wall white.
give you to make a decision on what you want. Do you want that white, old mix, or the new mix? It's really.
How would he know? I mean, at the end of the day, I would just go with the white screen. The white screen had a much cleaner color at the end of the day. The other screen was coming up too dirty. And the old mix and new mix look exactly the same. He better just saving his money, just paint the wall white.
Yeah, up to you. Alright, so here you go, Jay. I will see.
That was bad. That was so bad. It wasn't even funny. Do we get any more tests on here? Let's see if we can get some more tests. Let's see. Now we're looking for a CROWS1176 test screen paint mixes. That's what we're hunting. Okay. Let me see. Now, when we mean tests, we do mean tests with multiple screens, like we did in the next room, you know, just having some fun. You have to be to show a difference. I can take network grade 773, stick that in the room with a high powered projector and say, well, no, it works. If I don't have anything to test and compare it to, it's nothing.
This is a brief history of B&H, everyone's favorite photo and video store. Viewers might be...
All right, the normal wall paint is already on the wall. We did not paint the wall. Oh, no. This is a customer who complained about Crow. I remember this one. This is a customer with the UV mix. So his complaint was with the UV mix. It matched his basement wall. The entire basement matched the screen. I told you you'll find some weird crazy stuff. But yeah, this is a customer. This normal wall painted already on the wall. We did not paint the wall to have a screen someday, to paint through this screen someday. So I'm surprised to see Crow's screen paint showing no change from our normal wall painted that was used in the entire basement. That's the UV mix. I'm thinking it's his video. Now this is a customer complaining that his UV mix doesn't work. Okay, half is the normal wall, half is the seller's wall. Can I tell the difference? This is the seller. This is the original wall right here, and this is the seller. Remember what I told you, we did tests against the UV mix, and it came down here, it was too dark. It couldn't pull white levels. The white level test that we put under black screens, it couldn't pass it because the white levels were coming up too dark. Do you see this dark strip right there? That is CROWS UV mix right there. Because his product can't see white light. And because it can't see white light, it comes up dirty. I'm thinking that's Crow. It's not Crow. It's actually somebody else. Paint from the seller turned the white into gray. No matter what I do, I cannot get it to be white. And that's right there. Crow Theater UV mix. I told you UV mix didn't work. The same reaction down here. The same reaction from the product. We could not get the white levels to pop. No matter what we did, it wouldn't pop. Now the reason why he had that problem, you know why? Because when the UV mix was made by Jamie didn't do a white level test on the product. So if he had did a white level test on the product, he would have realized that his white levels were coming up too low, and he would try to recorrect them, which he did not do. Sorry about that. Right there. See how his white levels are kind of dirty? All his products have this kind of effect. So you saw the demonstration he was doing the white screen with his two screen paint products. And you saw how the leaf was coming out dark. The sunflower is coming out dark. And that's the problem. When you deal with untested mixes, two problems you're going to have from them. If you make them too dark, the white levels don't pull. Color goes dirty. And if you make them too light, the contrast doesn't pull. And colors wash out. So it's kind of like you have to know how to put a perfect balance in to get both. And he hasn't figured it out. Basically, all he's been doing is just splashing together some black and white paint together and trying to make it look like something that it's not. This is what the customer gets. Now, when he did the UV mix, I remember he was doing a lot of contrast demonstrations. Any dark screen's going to give up a contrast level no matter what. I don't care what the surface is. The problem you're going to have is, can it see white light? That's the problem. And that's why when you see a black screen like we have sitting that high up with all that light hitting the screen, and you can see that screen maintain its colors no matter whatever hits that screen, in the dark or with the lights on, that is a product that can accept and register white light. You need white light to register color. There's some people come up here and have this conversation with me and they go, no, you're wrong. White color is not involved in color. Are you kidding me? Seriously. So that's the problem that he's having. That mind you, this is no screen paint he's using. This is his basement wall. It was already painted this way, and CROWS UV mix is coming out dark. And that's the problem he's having. Now, see the color he's showing here? That's the color of yellow. And this is the color on his basement wall. And all the while, this guy is screaming that other people's products come out too dark. We've seen your UB and Frankenstein mix. The Frankenstein mix, the lighter one, that's what we're supposed to be getting. That's where we put a reorder in for the darker version again for that one. And he canceled that order. Now he changed the color of that product, that mix. Did you get any updates? Anything, any tests? Anything announcements? No, you didn't get any of that, did you? Of course you didn't. Because that product was never that color to begin with. He changed that the last minute to try to scam us. Look at the green. Look how dark the green levels are coming up. That's horrible. This is why when we take those screens, as I said before, and we put those white sheets of paper up there and we let them colors go off, you can notice that those white sheets of paper will turn blind white while our colors will still maintain bright, vivid colors. That's why we do the color change out. This is what he's supposed to do. Customer did it for him. So that was everyday normal paint versus CROWS UV mix. And that's the fellow right there. When he contacted Crow about the problem. And remember the golden rule that Crow has. Now the first one he had, how long was it? April 2019. So in 2019, his policy was that if it landed on your property, it was yours. That was the policy he would have been hit with. The policy now that you guys are being hit with, if you open it up, there's no exchange, there's nothing. So that's what you're being hit with. This is another fellow who got upset with Crow because there's a company that makes a fantastic gray screen. We've seen it before. We had it over here for testing. As I said before, it doesn't match our stuff, but still good product. And Crow felt the need to try to make the product look like something that it wasn't. And this is another YouTuber who called him a dirty, deceitful liar.
This is the torch you use if you want to become barefoot. This is Nightlight. Introducing.
Pretty much debunk him, and so yeah, Rob here from Precise 360 showing you the Luxini screen material.
Luxini.
And how Jamie, aka CROWS1176, did an actual wrong take on the Luxini screen versus paint. And what he did was dishonest, lying, deceitful. It's the kind of crow he is. Eats his own crow. So, yeah, it's sad that somebody has to steep to that level and make his paint look better than the actual screen, which actually has brighter white levels than a white screen. So go tell me that.
Now, I tested it. It doesn't have brighter white levels than the white screen, but the white levels are crazy high. They are extremely high. We did our test on it. It's not able to match anything we have over here. Is the screen not worth buying? No, it's actually a pretty good screen. To tell you the truth, it really is. Is it better than Crow's products? Yeah, we tested against Crow's products. It's actually better than his product. It does pull a much higher white level. But as I said before, that coming in and tearing down a company's product to make your product look good, this is what he's known for doing. This is the dirty stuff he does. This is why reviews that you do are garbage, because again, you deliberately slander people's stuff to make your product look good. You don't do fair reviews. So that's why we're not worried about you passing the paint out to whoever, because whoever does business with you, Jamie, at the end of the day is the same dirty, rotten, slimy person at the end of the day, and that's what you are. Can't get mad about it, and customers are sitting there, your UV mix is coming up darker than a regular basement wall. I mean, come on, man. This is him right here. Puts a fake thumbnail in. Fake caption, Amazon microblend versus Crow's mixes, best of the best. Do you see any demonstration of him coming doing the same demonstration as the Network gray? No. Just seeing him sitting behind a microphone, talking like he's in some kind of podcast. No demonstration at all. And again, it's still in a dark environment as always. Isn't that the same place you sat at when your screen washed out? Yep, same place. Let's see, testing out, let's see. Oh, when he's calling himself adding a black screen paint mix. First of all, your product is not even black to be considered a black screen paint mix. We've seen your product. And if you can't get the UV mix to pull up next to a white level, next to a basement wall, no, you can't make black technology. Over here we go, Frankenstein demonstration. We know the lie behind this one. This is another one. CROWS customers, listen up on this one. Now this is a product, we got videos on the blacklist showing that the original video, he went in and changed out a video that was sitting there for 5 years. Video was there for 5 years. In 5 years, he went back in and changed it to not ambient light projection. That's what he says, right? But the video we have on our behalf, on our end, says that he said it is ambient light projection. So which one is it? Is it not or is it is? Can y'all decide? We'll figure it out.
I will be doing a video on how to paint aluminum screens or any kind of canvas that you want. I mean, I don't know if there's a correct way. This is the way I do it. This is my preference, you know.
So at 143.
Sonic Chill. I'll talk about it in the video.
143.
That bigger, you know. But yeah, man, what I'm trying to do with this, I'm gonna paint it with the Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light projection paint that I have here. And I will be painting with this. I'm showing you what to do. All you need is, that's it, paint, roller. This is, what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna paint it with the Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light projection paint that I have here. And I will be painting with this.
So how do you explain the fact that
That's it, paint.
the video says that it's not ambient light projection, but he's saying it is ambient light projection? So customers, with Jamie, which one is it? Is it or is it not? Which one is it? Because right there he says it's not. Now mind you, to be fair, that video didn't say not to begin with. It said it was, but he went in and changed it to not, thinking that this would basically back up his claim of him never ever saying this ever. But it says right there at 143. This is why people come to the conclusion, and sorry I have to say this, that you guys are not so bright. That people who do business with him are not very bright at the end of the day. You see the profoundity, the stupidity in that video right there? So in the video he says not, but he says it is. So which one is it? And if you purchase that product and you have it sitting on your wall, then people see this video and think, what kind of idiots at the end of the day are dumb enough to basically buy a paint that somebody says it is and it isn't at the same time. That's like buying a knockoff projector that claims to be 4K and 720p at the same time. Now, think about that one, right? You shouldn't have to. Because either it is or it isn't. Either the door's open or it's closed. Which one is it? I guess, I don't know. Maybe halfway shut, who knows? All right. Oh, and the test demonstrations that he did on here to try to show you that he was doing ambient light projection. Anytime somebody tries to show up ambient light projection technology, they put it right next to a window. So if it's not ambient light projection, what is it doing next to this?
I don't know.
So in the video he says, in the caption he says it's not ambient light projection, but he has it next to a window. But at 143 he says it is ambient light projection. This is where your customers ended up getting the dark. This is where your customers get upset and get angry because, again, you're showing off demonstrations that like it is ambient light projection, but on your website you're saying it's not. But in this demonstration you said it was. So which one is it?
As you can see, I haven't closed the curtain. It's hitting it directly.
Now let me explain something to your customers. Do you know what real ambient light projection technology looks like? The whole purpose of ambient light projection technology is that the screen can maintain an image in a fully lit environment. That means without washing out, no fading, none of that nonsense. It has to maintain the image. No matter how much light hits the screen, it's still supposed to maintain. You should be able to see that tannish look that's coming to the screen? That shouldn't be there at all. Period. Best way to give you an example. Now, do you see the screens we have here? These are 150-inch screens. They're not inside being covered up. They're outside at 150 inches. Do you see that image right there? Just look. Do you see that? That's ambient light projection technology. Do you see how that screen produces that beautiful ocean from one end to the next? There's no tan, no washed out. It looks like a TV. You can even see the shimmer of the water bouncing back and forth. That is what true ambient light projection reacts. That's how it looks. See how you can see the black bar at the bottom, the black bar at the top? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. You see the time of the day it is? See how beautiful the colors are, they pop. This is what you're supposed to be seeing when you have ambient light projection technology. The sad thing about it is you guys have been watching that crap for so long, you don't even know what the real stuff even looks like. I'm gonna repeat that real quick because I was grabbing something. I don't know if I distorted my sound there. You guys have been looking at crap for so long, you do not know what real technology looks like. It's like somebody being stuck on a crappy projector for a year. And then they switch over to a name brand and they see how much brighter, more vivid, and how beautiful the colors are, and they go, oh, wow. It's like looking at something for the first time. You know the kind of projector we have outside? 720p. It's not 4K or 1080p, it's a 720p projector. Now, I'm not trying to belittle you in any way, don't take it offensively. It's just the fact that I'm telling you the honest truth. You don't know technology, you don't know what true projection is because you're used to looking at that crappy gray paint in the dark. So that's where you're at right now. I guarantee you sit in the dark. These are dual 150 inches. 720p versus 1080p. Can you tell which is which? At 150 inches. Both projectors cost me $270. Our customer demonstrations outside. This is our customers. Now, this is what our customers get. See how you covered the screen up to show you it's black? So our colors pop. That's from 720p. They're just like TVs, don't they? So that color pops. See how beautiful it looks? Uncalibrated 720p projector. Massive 250-inch screen display. Afro Samurai. Transformers. 250-inch screen display. This is what got me the contract in the luxury complex I'm going to. They saw that screen in one of the demonstrations and they were floored on how amazing that technology looks on black. Got to have those kind of demonstrations at the end of the day. It's very important. Now, see how that's washed out like that? You don't want this at all, period. You don't want your screen to look like this. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. See that little bit of window light? And he even pushed the curtains over. See the curtains right here? He moved them over so that way they can block some of the light. And what the heck is this? See, this is what I'm talking about. The fake phony demonstrations. Why is there a roof on top of this screen? What is the point of that? Why is there a roof on top of the screen? This is what I mean by phony and fake demonstrations. Why is there a roof on top of the screen? You know why? Because the light that's actually higher up, it's going to come down and hit across the screen this way, and it's going to wash it out even faster. It's bad enough that the window light that's coming in right now is basically washing out the screen. But I don't know why he has a roof over top his screen. That doesn't make any sense. Chancellor, I'm going to ask you a question, Crow's customers. I got to ask. When you set up your projection screen, do you have a piece of cardboard that runs across the top of your screen and on the side, like a little box? Because that's pretty much what that looks like right there. That's pretty bad. All this is washed out.
So there you go, guys. I think I am done with the Frankenstein and mix. I'm thinking, I mean, last night I added a few more stuff to it.
He didn't say elements. He didn't say ingredients. He said a few more stuff to it. I can't do this. This is just so embarrassing. A few more stuff to it. What the heck is a few more stuff?
Superman, you know what it is, man. It's blue. And it's pearl. And it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. But, yeah. Let's see if I can.
Now, again, this is an OLED demonstration. The background of this is supposed to be jet black. That right there is supposed to be bright green, and those flowers right there are supposed to be bright red with bright yellow, and it's supposed to be black, pitch black, to match the background. When you see this right here going on the screen, this is a bad idea. That means your screen is completely washed out. No, it made a huge difference when you shut the curtains. On top of that, I don't even know what this freaking top box top is for. That's not even necessary. Oh my goodness. No, I honestly, truthfully, after watching a few of these demonstrations, I can honestly say at the end of the day, sorry for your pro customers. At the end of the day, you guys don't even know what a real screen paint even looks like. You don't. You're nowhere near. When we post these up there, everybody else is gonna have the same comment we got. You guys don't know what real screen paint looks like at all, period. Your credibility of everything is down the drain. It's gone. You consider that to be acceptable? Are you kidding me? That is what you consider acceptable? That's what you've been bragging about and ranting about? Oh my goodness. Pathetic. That is pathetic at the end of the day. Y'all can't even get past slips over microprint or anything else. That is bad. I feel sorry for y'all. I do. I feel really sorry. I'm not saying it to be rude or nasty. I'm not. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Are you kidding me? And you look at that little tiny screen he used. He had a roof over top of it. And he had a panel right here blocking the light. And oh, wow. This is why we see y'all. I'm going to look at your customers next. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to track down the customers. It's not to be rude at y'all at the end of the day. It's to give you a bit of a wake-up call. Y'all have been getting bamboozled and scammed on every level you could possibly think of. But you don't think you're scammed, go out and buy the Network Grade 773 and buy the, what do you call it, the micro blend and do the test. We'll be hunting your demonstrations down and see if we can find them. Well, so far, we're the only ones popping up. That is bad. That is absolutely horrible. I can't imagine. It's a shame. It's a shame. It really is a shame. My customer. That's my customer. Y'all can't do that. Your screen would wash out. That's a shame. It really is a shame. I'm not laughing at y'all. I don't. I feel sorry for y'all. I do.
You can't hear the flag right on bang. I know you can. You really hear that? Tear him straight up.
I'm actually playing that game right now. Literally, I'm playing that game right now. I already heard that same line. I was like, shoot, this is Sam. I'm playing that game right now. I feel sorry for y'all. Because y'all don't even get what you should be paid for. At the end of the day, y'all deserve to get what you paid for. Bottom line, y'all do. It's a shame y'all didn't even get that. And you're sitting there in the dark. What a shame.
Now look at this cable bill.
Well, what if I told you that you could get home internet from Verizon?
Verizon does home internet?
Verizon does home internet.
Okay, how we doing out there today? First things first, my name is Ken Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We'll be going outside today on my 92-inch screen painted with our new our new final Black Phantom 21 Advanced Ambient Light Projection screen paint. Now this is the darkest screen paint we ever developed. We call it the final because it is the last one. We will not be developing any more screen paint, anything new.
So I said, nah, we have more technology. Literally, after a while, I started thinking we can go darker, we can go blacker, we can go darker, we can go blacker. Bottom line is we can't even say that in the day. We have no glass ceiling. We don't. No glass ceiling.
Due to the fact that this screen does it all. It has incredible colors, incredible gain capabilities, contrast levels are through the roof, and the white levels are at.
Keep in mind, we have a technology coming up called the 67 Black Series. And these screens are incredible. The product is actually quite incredible. And this is what we're going to be marketing in our storefronts and also to major contracts for that technology.
Outstanding. So right now we're doing a demonstration outside.
Phantoms. Now, for those you're probably wondering what happened to the Phantoms, Phantoms are on contracts. You do know that the screen paints, when we actually let them go off the site, they don't disappear forever. They actually land up in contracts, which means this gives a person to advertise a technology that no one can go on the website and get. It gives an advantage point. That's what happens to the technology when we let it go. It goes into contracts. So if they're doing a screen and they're coding up, the guys say, well, what is this? This is a Phantom. They can't go on the website and get it because we don't offer it anymore. It goes over to the distributors. They use it. So we still get paid off that screen. Because within our contract, we get like a minimum per month for that technology. Yeah, still getting paid off that technology. It doesn't go anywhere. But this is a technology, a black screen. Look how high incredible the white levels are. Remember I told you the Phantom screen, when we made it, the first test, under 10%, that screen knocked out. 18 certified screens at 10%. That sucker right there is a beast. But the thing about it is customers can't get their hands on it anymore because it's been pushed somewhere else. Now, the 39s that we have and the 44s, well, 44s, there's talk about that one going into another contract. So that one may be removed to make room for a 67. Now the 67s will be called the Black Series, and the Black Series will have the ability to do things that the other screens would do. Maintaining, we want a screen now with an extremely black level, but we want it to pull up a white level almost near to a white screen. That is the goal for the 67. And you guys are sitting up here worrying about our products, not the customers. I'm not talking to you, Crow customers. I'm not talking about you. This is not towards you. This is people who sold you those trashy products. You guys are worrying about the 2.0 and you're worrying about the other products we got here. And we have technology now that's far more advanced than what we're designing. But not only that, the fact that you guys can't even pass a simple slip silver microblend test. Now I'm talking to, not to you, your code customers, not to you. This is not towards you, all right? We feel sorry for y'all because you had to be subjected to that nonsense. But like I said, when you're ready for a better product, you can come see us. You can get the 2.0, which actually, again, as I said before, is such a threat to Crow that Crow even committed fraud on his PayPal account, terrified to ship out his product because he was afraid to go against the test of a 2.0. Keep in mind, the 2.0, one of the tests we did on it, actually demonstrations for fun, was the microblend, which Crow was afraid to do at the end of the day. Now, like I said, if you beat the 2.0 as you claimed you did, right, you were able to overpower the screen. A 2.0 can overpower microblend and it can also power the network grade 773. You're afraid to touch either one of those again. And by being you afraid to touch either one of those again means you never beat the technology that we have. Well, that would be a cakewalk, wouldn't it? Be easy. But you can't. That's the reason why we gave him the challenge, because we know he couldn't complete it. Now, usually when I give people challenges, we figure in the first day it should be done. First or second day, anywhere in that time limit it should be done. If we hit past the third day, that is a high indicator to me, letting me know you can't do it. I said that in a video one time, a few times. When we give out the challenges, we give them out for like, okay, you have 2 or 3 days to do it. It's going to take you probably a day to get the products in, probably a day to get it set up. Third day, you should have it done. But if you're dragging your feet and it takes you longer than that, we know that the microblend takes about a day to come in. You could drive over to Sherman-Williams and pick up that product. So you can have everything within 1 day to do it. But we gave him 3 days. And the fact he couldn't get it done. We gave him 6 days and he couldn't get it done. We gave him until the 11th. When was the 10th? No, when was the 12th? He couldn't get that done. Then we gave him another one. He couldn't complete that one either. So when we start seeing patterns of the first one, we give you the first test and you haven't done it, you've been dragging your feet, your excuses, you're lashing out with a lot of anger, stuff like that. That you're basically telling us at the end of the day, you can't do it. That's what you already told me. Avoiding it, trying to talk about other things, going on vacation, that shows that you're running. So we know you can't do it. So after we got that information comes in, then we can put as much pressure as we want on you because we know you can't basically back out of it. And there's some way around it. You can't do the test because we know it already. You can't do it. Just like the pressure we put on you for giving us our receipts for a 39 Black Widow. We know you don't have those receipts. You never had that product to begin with. We know that. But we put the pressure on you because you know that you'll snap. So, where's my receipts? Which you don't have. Yeah. Also, too, it's not going to stop Jamie. The whole you doing the demonstrations his microblend, because now we know you can't do it. We're going to start applying heavy pressure, and that heavy pressure, which means we're going to be talking to your customers. We want to ask them if they can ask you to get this done. And you already got people right now that are popping up that don't like you, that are basically challenging you to do that test. But now it's worse now. Before we try to give you a break, we try to say, okay, all you got to do is a slip silver microblend and you're done. Meanwhile, we did both of them for fun. Now it's got harder for him now, because after I saw the demonstration with the hybrid mix next to a Cinemax, I'm like, gee whiz, they look exactly the same. I'm curious to see what would happen if we took the Network Grade 773 and put that next to the hybrid mix. How close would that match? But even more, what about the hybrid mix, the IB mix, the Cinemax, all next to Network Grade 773 and the micro mix all together, a micro blend all together? That'd be an interesting demonstration. And to see it live, and to see it with a multicolored display, which I want to see. I don't want to see a bunch of rocks in a stream and someone going to look right there. No, I want to see multicolored display, which one pulls the best color, which one pulls the best contrast, which one pulls the highest white levels. We want to see an ultra short throw. We want to see the long throw. We want to see everything. Don't you agree? We should. Customers, Crows customers, you should. Why shouldn't you be to see a demonstration such like so? The 2.0 went through 3 hours of it. So what's the problem? We got to give it a name. We got to give it a name. We're going to call it, we got to give it a name. I'll think of a name. We're going to call it, we're going to title all when videos we do, we're going to ask him to do this challenge. And we're going to ask him, Jamie, there's no point in us going and showing any more of your fake demonstrations. We're going to ask you, we're going to pressure you every day. You need to do this challenge. You need to stop running and do the challenge. Your customers need to see this challenge. And if he hasn't done the challenge, then guess what you need to do? You're the customer of Jamie, or if you're thinking about buying his products, you go to Amazon and you buy the slip silver, or you go to Sherwin-Williams, get yourself a little sample. Don't get a whole big container, just need a sample, that's all. And you put it down the screen you already own. And then you find out whether or not you figure out how, well, we told you how to get your money back. All you got to do is just basically just follow the complaint. But pretty much contact him first before you do that. Because that'd be wrong. See what he says. Maybe he may work it out with you, maybe he may not. So contact him first. Because I don't advise people just go on and just follow a complaint, gets paid. I'll get him. Contact him, but I guarantee he's going to stick to his policy on his website that's going to say, if you open it, you don't get your money back. Or you don't get an exchange. Jamie, don't take it personally. This is not to light a fire underneath for you. Because at the end of the day, I have no hatred for you. I don't. Honestly, truth, I don't. Why in the world would I give the devil the opportunity to fill me full of hatred and rage and anger all day? That's all I can think about is blah, blah, blah. No. I don't even give him the satisfactory. I have no hatred towards you. There is none. At all, period. What I do want to see and why I push on this is because I'm tired of people like you making fake products. I'm tired of you people, you lying on camera and scamming people and breaking on camera. You got products matching each other. It's just, it's a fiasco. It's a circus show. I'm going to come out there talking about your expert opinion and all that nonsense. It's crap. You don't know how to work hard at all, period. If you took the time to make a good product, I mean a good product, leave my company's name out of it, mind your own business at the end of the day, and you can make a good product. I'm not dropping my lawsuit, I'm still going to sue you. You messed up on that already. But if you make a good product and something you can stand behind, something that you can go out and do proper demonstrations to show a difference between night and day, and you can show a good product at the end of the day, I couldn't care less. Because all I can see is, okay, person could back their product up, none of my business at the end of the day, whatever. I go about my business. But if you want to jump in there and say how your product is more superior and blah, 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 you want to use them as a springboard, well, I told you what's going to happen. I'll burn your harbor to the ground. I'll sink every last one of your ships. When I get done with you, there'll be nothing left of you. So mind your own business. But, like I said, Partay's learning that the hard way anyway, but who cares? But anyway, if you made a good product, but he can't. Jamie doesn't know how to make a good product. Jamie doesn't know how to do good business. All Jamie knows how to do is steal, lie, and manipulate. And we've seen that in all his videos. We're sitting here looking for test demonstrations under his products, and we can't pull anything up. We're bumping into customers that have their basements are matching the UV paint. That's all we got. When we pull up your test demonstrations, that's all we got. Everything else falls into slip silver. There's nothing left. There's no test on this product. He doesn't have any. Here's somebody doing CROWS Hydrant Mix paint test. All right. Let's see where they sit at. Let's see if they have the lights on or they sit in the dark. Now we're going to cross out his voice because again, I don't play other people's voices like that. Look where he's sitting at. Any lights on? Sitting in the dark. Any lights on anywhere in the video? Anywhere. Entire demonstration was done in the dark. So, Crow, that is your customer right there, sitting in the dark. That environment is so dark, I literally can't see any objects in the environment. It's that dark in there. So, Crow's customer just must be out there. I can see his hand down there moving the controller. That's about as you can get, that's it. But he's sitting in the dark. That man's in a dark environment. Yep, that's where you guys gotta be at, in the dark. So let me get this straight. Okay, this one's dead, like this one right here. That's my customer. You see that beautiful white rug and white walls, and you see all the speakers and everything is set up real nice, right? It's shaped like a TV. It's nice in there. But you guys can't do that because the screen paint you have is not tested correctly, and because it's not tested correctly, it basically washes out, and that's why you're stuck in the dark. So to Crow's customers, this is what you're supposed to have. Music. It's not to be rude at the end of the day and to belittle you guys, and it's not. It's not to belittle you guys. Don't take it that way. It's not. This is show you what you're not getting. You're being lied to. This is what your demonstration should be looking like when you display them. Not sitting in the dark. I showed you, if you're going to be in the dark, If he's going to be in the dark, you're going to be in the dark. I'm going to show you one last thing. This is the pictures that show up on his website. This is the CROWS Cinemax Screen Paint Mix. Right there, CROWS Cinemax Screen Paint Mix. It talks about your budget and quality is everything. Save. Now you remember that, right? Now, you know why we show off this demonstration a lot? Like we show it outside, we show it downstairs in the maxo zone, we show it off ceilings, off floors. Because I told you before that anytime someone shows you contrast levels on a light gray screen, they have to be in the dark. They have to use a high-end projector to try to get and boost the contrast levels. What you're seeing right there, even though you think you're seeing black, that's gray. Now, if a customer were to do this with a projector that wasn't a P2, that had that high amount of contrast, he wouldn't be able to pull it off. Can you do that in a fully lit environment? No, it won't come up. Screen will wash out. But remember, this is a paint he's telling you that has quality, it's budget, you can save, it can pull a contrast level equal to a black screen. Look how dark the environment is. You had to do that at nighttime. Couldn't do it at daytime, we'd have some issues. Now, how do you have a $3,300 projector with a 2 million to 1 contrast and you have to be stuck in a dark environment like that? The whole purpose of an ultra short throw projector is to give you the ability to produce contrast and color in a fully lit environment, just like a TV. But I'm going to see the mountain of lie you were just told. Now, mind you, this is a screen paint. He claims to be able to do all this at the end of the day. Once you see how he advertises it. Okay. That being said there, let's go back. Let's pause that. And let's go to
All right, guys.
here. Let's go to
Cardboard box holding.
same screen paint. Cinemax versus Network Grade 773. Let me show you how well you got scammed. Now, it's not to embarrass you anyway, but you did get scammed. There's a way you can get around it. Like I said, you fix the problem, but I'm going to show you how bad. Now, this right here you're seeing in the video is a missing video. It's a video that, again, I told you before, it's missing off the account. Another guy came in and dubbed my video, which I don't care, enjoy, but he's actually getting it out there and showing people that this is a person who has been scamming you for a long time. They'll take a high-end projector, dark environment, to give you the illusion that you're going to actually get this image at the end of the day when clearly you're not. And to show you that not only is the screen paint not special, but the product we have here under Network Grade 773 will do the exact same thing on the exact same projector. This is being displayed on a P2 4K laser projector. Get out of the way. And this is why when we get him showing off pictures, he pops into a few forum sites from time to time, arguing his claim that his products work. But he's met by these videos, he's met by these pictures, and we tried to ask him to explain, but he gets discouraged and leaves the room. So that's the receipt right there of the Sherman Williams that he purchased with a demonstration. That's why we show you the video first, so you can see exactly what he's trying to sell you and what the product really is. And as the guy posted and the repost of this demonstration, he said, this is Crow getting caught. There he is pulling at the top, showing you. Now, what's finds interesting about this video, Jamie had no idea what he was getting himself into. You know, the terms that they have, I never like to use because I don't like the curse, but when people say, oh, that's where she, yeah, you know, the rest of it goes to that, right? Well, that's where he did that. He really did not know what he was getting himself into. But he found out the hard way. Now, you see the color of that product? It looks exactly like a Cinemax. And this is the title of the video, in case you want to go hunt it down. There you go. But as you can see, when we went to search for the Network Grade, we couldn't find it. Nothing came up. That's our showing our paint versus Network Gray and white paper, how it reacts to our screens. I miss that multi-projector set we had in there. Pretty nice though. So instead of you going out and being fooled by that demonstration, smoke and mirrors in the dark, high-powered projector, calibrated projector. A projector has the ability to pull very heavy contrast levels to fool you that thinking that you're going to get this, you're not going to get this. As a matter of fact, house paint will do the exact same thing you just watched in that demonstration. Because this isn't me doing the test. This is him. We already did the test already. That's pretty bad. But has the nerve to put under a product about quality and how you're saving money. How are you saving money if that product costs $89 and what's in that can will cost you like 23 bucks? Same thing. So that's a wake-up call to Crow's customers. And if you've never saw this video before, this is your first time seeing this, this is a video that was on his account that he removed off the account to make sure you don't see it. So that way he can continue to have you believe that the product that he was showing in this demonstration was something special and different. The 2.0 could beat this with no problem. Now what's he gonna do? Come on his YouTube channel and say this isn't true? This is not real? Oh, okay, I got some pretty interesting theories here. Somehow Mr. Bird teleported into the apartment and it was in a corner with the gun. He was held at gunpoint to make this demonstration. Or maybe I cloned him. Maybe I made a clone, an exact duplicate of the apartment, and that happened. Or maybe I had mind control. That could be one of the theories right there. Or maybe I've got some kind of Men in Black skin suit that I can put on and I can mimic another human being that's not me. And I made an exact duplicate of his apartment somewhere in a studio downtown, and that's how I did it. Now, for those of you sitting there saying, man, that's some pretty far-fetched theories, you'd be surprised. When the fellow came in and was showing Crow's apartment, and whoever got the pictures had to be somebody that was right there in the spot when they took those pictures, he typed at the bottom in someone else's video who basically was prosecuting him. Somebody's prosecuting him for what he did wrong to them, and this joker had a nerve to go into their video and type in something to try to defend himself or try to basically fake it like he didn't do it, like it wasn't his apartment. That's pretty bold at the end of the day. So that person caught wind of your message, deleted your message, and blocked you from the account, because I'm pretty sure they did. But try to say that, oh, this is Kenny, it's traced to Kenny's IP address. So what you're saying is the pictures we're showing is not a video within a video, it's the actual video or slideshow. So I got access to the inside of your house. How is that possible? Yeah. You'd be a perfect politician, I'll tell you that much. You got all the, I'm not, when people get mad and get angry, but it is what it is. I don't care what politician it is. They never tell the truth. Never. I don't care who it is. People can sit there and say, no. I don't take sides. They don't tell the truth. They never do. They get in there with the intentions of doing good, but then again, they get corrupt by Washington, and then they turn into what you see now. All of them do it. So when people sit there and take sides, no, they all do it at the end of the day. Know who does more, does. Maybe some may do more or less than others, but they all do it. Now, if you had a silverback gorilla become president, he can't lie, he can steal, we know that can happen, but basically you can't bribe him with money. What would money be a purpose of him? Bananas, maybe, I don't know, at the end of the day, but it'd be interesting to watch, I'll tell you that much. And he wouldn't need security at the end of the day. Who the freak is going to basically run up against a silverback gorilla? Good luck walking out of that fight alive. That's not going to work out too well. But yeah, crazy, man. People sit there and say, oh, he told the truth. If I swear, if I ever have a conversation where anybody tells me anybody in politics tells the truth, I am literally going to smack you with a hot spatula across your face. That's the biggest lie ever. I don't care who it is. I'm not taking sides with anybody. They all don't tell the truth. Some tell more, some tell less. But this guy would make a perfect politician. Can you imagine him getting caught in a scandal and then coming up on camera talking about, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was somebody different. Aliens came down and can clone me. Yeah, I can see it. It'd be the most, I swear there'd be drinking games behind it. It really would be drinking games. And there he is right there on camera. Screens matching on every level whatsoever. Now, the sad thing about it is, you call yourself Crow. You don't have that right to call yourself a crow. Crow is a very intelligent creature. It is very intelligent. You do not meet the description of a crow. I'm trying to think of all God's creatures are intelligent. So hopefully man would be in that category too, but you don't even fit in there anywhere at all, period. I'm not trying to be rude here, but don't call yourself a crow, because crows are very intelligent creatures at the end of the day, and you don't fit the description of that animal in any way whatsoever. So, yeah, you product match the house paint. And then you have a nerve to make those videos at the end of the day. Now, for the customers, we feel sorry for you because this is what you bought into. You watched the demonstration, and in that demonstration, you watched the product, and you probably thought, oh, look how amazing this product looks like that. It can make my projector look like that. Yeah, so can Sherwin-Williams do the same thing. For cheaper. Much cheaper. No contrast levels in the room. It's way too dark, as always. Boy, I feel sorry for your customers. I do. I feel sorry for you. Well, you should know. So, those of you who have the Cinemax, you wouldn't mind doing the Network Grade 773 challenge, would ya? Monday we're going to be posting for Crow's customers who have the hybrid mix and Network Grade 773. So feel free to do the Network Grade 773 challenge. And in that way, if there are any doubters who believe that they got a 100% screen paint product, you can find out for yourself. And you see the image looks right there? Right? Oh, no, we would need the other one. That would bring it up. We need the... There's nothing in the way. Don't get me wrong, it's not like that. You just need to be honest with your customers, that's all. Now, keep in mind, that's no test right there. That's Crow talking on some kind of podcast. He hasn't done the test yet. We're still waiting. This is a customer upset because his product didn't work. This is right here, Crow's product matching a white paint. Larry, you already saw that the white paint. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Let's see. That's the bamboozle video. Look, even in his videos where he's talking trash about our product, he's still in the dark. That's sad. That is really sad. You can't use that screen in a fluid environment. You still have to be in the dark no matter what. So he's sitting there in the dark with lights on in the back of the screen. We gotta look at this, how dark this environment is.
The live sports, news, and entertainment.
This is sad. Dude, I'll never get angry at you. It's sad how you do things. Look at this. So you're sitting here in the dark. This is supposed to be our product right here. But yet we beat the slip silver and the what do you call it? The micro. It's not sorry, micro grade. The SW Network Grade 773. Now this is supposed to be our product right here, as he claims to be. It comes in this dark. But yet his product, as you can see, matched the Network Grade 773, and he can't even do the slip silver test, which we're still waiting him to do. We beat both of those already. And how dark did you have this environment in? With a screen that's designed to be ambient light rejection technology? Wow. Dude, that is so dark, that's not even funny. I don't know the difference. A medieval dungeon could match that environment. Okay, all right. Oh, boy, how many we put out? This will be fourth. This will be fifth. This will be our fifth time asking him to do this. So, and this is another guy right here. We thought this was his, but this is not. Oh, his channel just jumped by a lot. Okay, we usually do that. We post people at the end of the day, their channels will start to jump. So this is a guy who mimicked Crow's channel. Yeah, the customer got ticked off because Crow went in and basically stole from him. And they're also requesting for you to do the microblend. So that's another person who's requesting for Crow to do microblend. Crow, get the test done, man. It's already been like, they'll have this going until next month and you still haven't done that test. So that is pretty sad. Oh, yep, this channel's starting to jump. He's starting to get, we're gonna post, channel really gonna jump. We're gonna throw you on Instagram. Let people see that. Oh yeah, they jumping. This is 70. These are jumping people coming in watching these. This got 747. Ooh, man, that's our video right there. That's a video of us outing them right there. Right there. Look at that. This jumped already. We just talked about that one. And when we post them on Instagram, these are really gonna jump because our followers are just like 4,000, 5,000. We hit on there big. Look at this. He's already jumping already. This is our demonstration we did. We just showed you a few minutes ago of Crow's screen matching the Network Grade 773. Oh well. Well, guess we got to put that challenge out tomorrow. We're going to put the challenge out for Crow's customers to do the Network Grade 773 challenge and the new Slip Silver challenge. If Crow doesn't want to do it, y'all can do it at the end of the day. Look at this. Right? Look what he posted in there. Now this is our video right here, but he's doing a recopy of it. We don't mind that. Crap, I got caught. CROWS1176, the live scammer. Hey Jamie, we're not done with you yet. You still got bullseye primer because our 2.0 is going to do bullseye primer. It's going to do the silver mist, 1619. Any screen that we put against a 2.0, any paint, you're going to do the same thing. We're going to put challenges on you all day for that. Next time, don't fake a review against my product because we'll put you out there like that. See, the problem with it is Jamie came into my doing a fake demonstration on a 2.0. How's 2.0 struggling on your product and you can't get past, really? Freaking network gray and slip silver? We beat the crap out of that. So how are you struggling with this? But it's been a day of pressure on them. This is what I mean by putting pressure on them. Now tomorrow you got a challenge coming up. Another one. This will be the 5th time. I was just asking you, don't let it get to 10. If it gets to 10 times that I got to put that request to put out there, it's going to be pretty bad. And you know this person's going to run with it. Now to his customers, this is the kind of pressure the person you bought from is going through. He's scared to do the slip silver. He got caught doing the network gray 773. He's scared. That's when you burn your customers. When you burn your customers and you give them no way out to help them or fix the problem, this is what happens. This is how they retaliate against you. And this is people requesting for him to do you got to do it, man. You ain't got no way around it. You got to do it. You're going to have to do it. $89. So to his customers, if his products are sold for real or they're this, that, and the other, how come he's afraid to do that demonstration right there? As you've seen by the history of Crow's products, they all match each other. He'll come up there and say, oh, it's a slight little blend, it's a difference, there's a huge, there's a this or that. He said the same thing in 6 videos that were deleted from his account, the exact same lies. He says that when he puts his own products against his own products, exact same lies. He matched the network gray 773, sat up there in that video and said the exact same lie. He did it with the bare silver screen, came back in, exact same lie. And now he can't do the slip silver. You know, I'm gonna tell you something real interesting. When I used to study, right, and I used to go in for sparring, right, there's a point that you would get if you kick somebody in the face. Like if you struck them in the face, that was a point. You can only strike below the neck, that was it. But my sensei would tell me that when you come in, your first strike should be in the face. Now, even though I would lose a point, they would get a point. But knowing that I did this would shake the opponent, make him nervous, make him on edge, throw him off his balance. Now, a good fighter, shove it off and go on in and do what he got to do. But most fighters, basically, if you strike them that hard and they know in the back of their mind that you're not supposed to hit in the head, but you do anyway, it throws them completely off guard. So any movement you do, any transition you do, they're going to be thrown off. And it makes it an easy win. You may lose 1 point, but you will gain 2 in the process. Right now, Jamie, the process that you're going through, you got kicked square in the head. And right now you're shooken because that network gray 773 is what roundhouse struck you right there in your head. And because of the damage that network gray 773 did to you, you are terrified to go near it. You are terrified to go next to anything that looks like it or could represent it at the end of the day. And that's why he's scared. I told you, off camera, after he popped the top and realized how close that stuff matched, I'm pretty sure he did a couple of demonstrations off camera. And I'm pretty sure he went back to his other mixes to see how close they would come up. And they came up very close. And that's why you didn't see any more demonstrations besides that particular demonstration. And that's why that demonstration had to go bye-bye. But now he's being pressured to go in and do the rest of his screen paints. Jamie, understand this. All of your screen paint products need to be tested. You do not have the right to sell anything to anybody unless they've been properly tested. Now, We can't test them for you, because if we try to, you get scared, commit fraud, and give us back our money. That's what you do. Now, anybody else, like this fellow right here, they can get your products and they can test your products and they can also put pressure on you. Your customers themselves can do the test themselves. I will put a link in the description where you can actually go in. I know there's nothing in there right now, but I'll put a link in the description where you can go in and you can buy the slip silver offline on Amazon for around, I think it should be $18.99. He has it at $17.03. They have on $17.03 back and forth. They have these seals. But I will put the link in where you can buy. Those of you who have these products, you can do the test yourself. Remind you, you have to see a demo. Well, you should know better. You know the demonstration between night and day. It's your money at the end of the day. And if you are looking for something better that can beat and not afraid to do the demonstration of the microblend or the what do you call it, that network grade 773, you come check us out, because we've already beat the crap out of that product and we plan to get more. So next, if he doesn't complete this, we have another one we're going to be doing. It's called Silver Mist. It's a Sherwin-Williams product. It is $16.19. We are expecting for Crow to do this. If he backs this up, you're going to end up doing the Silver Mist, the network grade 773, the microblend slip silver. You're going to do all those in one hit. And every time you miss one, we do another one. You're going to be doing this one, and that one. You missed that one, you this one, and that one. It's going to get pretty bad for him. So you need to get this out of the way before we do the test on the other one. And mind you, this product goes against my product first before it goes against yours. We like to have ours backed up. As for his customers, well, this is what you need to pick up. We'll put the link below so you can basically try it out for yourself. Let me see, 17. Yeah, you got it done for 17 at Amazon. But good looking out. Whoever posted this, good looking out. I'm glad your videos are jumping over here. They are. We just subscribed over here. Just subscribe. This was at, when I came in, this was at something like 10. He's got it at 70 now. This is what I find impressive. Where did you get that shot from? Because I've never seen that shot, Jamie, at all. This is what happens when you burn your customers. All right, I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to be putting the link below. We can actually purchase the Amazon paint. Also, we'll put the name of the network grade. It's network grade 773. You can pick that up over at Sherwin-Williams. You can do the test yourself. If he doesn't want to do it, if he wants to run at the end of the day, be a coward, wants to continue to cheat his customers every single day, then guess what? You do it yourself. All right, with that being said, gotta go. God bless.